And now my thoughts on organized religion. Okay, back many years ago when I was younger, and unfortunately didn't really have much of a choice, my mother liked to drag me to church every Sunday. I didn't want to go, especially during football season. See, I'm a Jets fan. I'd be like, I'm gonna go to church today. She'd be like, why not? I'm like, the Jets are on, plus I really don't want to fucking go. But she'd have me go anyway. Then eventually I got older and I stopped going, but you know, then I would go there and I'm sitting there and I got members of the congregation are busting my balls because I'm wearing a Blue Oyster Cult shirt, or I suddenly grew a mustache. Some of them even got upset at me for having long hair. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that Carpenter fellow that all you guys worship? It's up on the cross at the church. Didn't he have long hair and a beard? I got long hair and a mustache. Maybe I should have grown a beard, I don't know. So, you know, they do all that. You sit there for an hour and a half, sometimes longer, and they tell you what they think you should do with, you know, your life, and how how they think you should live your life. And then they got the balls to pass the collection plate around. So I'm like, so I would say to my mother, let me get this straight. They want to tell you how to live your life, and then they want to pass the collection plate around, so they want you to pay them for the privilege of having them tell you how to live your life. What a racket. What a bunch of horse shit. That's why, you know, I figure whatever's running the universe, I can talk to you from the privacy of my own home. That way, if there's a collection plate being passed around in the privacy of my own home, my wife and I are getting all the proceeds. And it wouldn't make much sense to pass a collection plate around in our own home, because we just keep the money we got anyway. Which isn't a whole hell of a lot, but I don't know. And as far as I know, the church doesn't pay tax on that money. So that's all, it's a crock of shit. So if this makes you happy, or that makes you happy, great. But I really don't see the fun in going to church, sitting there for an hour and a half, and then you got to give them money. What for? If I go somewhere and I give them money, I want to, I want to go to a restaurant. That way, when I give them money, I get food, I get service. See, it's like, I leave a tip. Now, you might think like that's leaving a tip at church, but they didn't bring me any food. Maybe every now and then you get that communion wafer. Oh, there's the train. But if you get that communion wafer, let's say you put $3 in the collection plate, and you get that communion wafer. I'm like, that's it? A communion wafer? Now, if you go to a restaurant, you can order your food, and they bring you your lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, and they keep bringing you sodas, as much as you can drink, and you leave a tip. And on top of that, the soda is just out of the soda fountain. Half the time you go there, you're eating the wafer, and then you're drinking the wine. You're like, this wafer is my flesh, this wine is my blood. So then it's like you're a vampire. You're drinking somebody's blood. So you gotta go there, listen to a lecture, drink somebody's blood, and then pay money. So it's like turning into a vampire, but footing the bill. And this seems rather crazy. So I'll just stick to doing my business at home, where I know I won't be expected to drink somebody's blood, eat somebody's flesh, and turn in a whole bunch of money and only get a little wafer. If that! Sometimes you might not even get nothing. So, nah. I'll stick with doing my business at home. Now, if this makes you happy, and if you want to be pay to be a bloodthirsty vampire that has to listen to someone else's opinion on how they think you should live your life, and you want to pay for it, hey, more power to you. Me? I listen to myself, I listen to my wife. We like what we do for ourselves, and we'll keep on doing it. And on that note, let me see what time it is here. So you'll know I just see what time it is here. Hang on. Phones. It's 5:10. Now you know. See you later. Bye-bye.